Hi there, Vanessa the Salty Knitter. So generally when I'm doing these videos, I try to use as few extras as possible. I try to stick as much as possible to the basic capabilities of the machine I'm using. And if you watched my last sock video, you probably heard me talk about how the one advantage Singer had over a Brother was there's more space between the beds when you're reaching up between. Now, let's talk about the advantage that Brothers have. And probably number one on the list is Brother machines have more gadgets. They have more accessories. And some of them are super cool. Now, it doesn't matter what it is. I like gadgets. I'm a gadget girl. Whether it's sewing, I have the serger, I have the cover machine, I have the sewing machine. I like gadgets. So let me show you this really cool one. So to start with, I'm going to change the pitch on my machine to full pitch, okay? Just like I would for an ordinary transfer. And I am going to transfer a couple of my end stitches. Just, the first ones, okay? And I'm going to do that on both ends. Okay, so I've taken out of work the ones that I'm not transferring, and I'm going to pull three needles forward. Okay, and then I'm going to pull you a little further away so that you can have a bigger view. Okay. So now how we're going to do the rest of this is so cool. So Brother has this transfer carriage. Okay. It's pretty simple, really. Just some guides that the butts of the needles go through to move them in a certain direction. You've got a little hook here, some brushes, and a gear. Okay, and it just kind of sits on your machine. There's one lever that goes to the top. We're going to put that to the top. Now, one of the main things with this though is we can't transfer 2 stitches at a time. Okay, so I have to, I'm just going to use so I'm going to bring the first stitch in my set of 2, the first stitch to the right, going from right to left, up into D position. Okay, so just high enough, like the stitch is still on the needle. It hasn't gone behind the latch position yet, but it's up there. Okay, and then on the upper bed, I'm going to bring my empty needles out. Okay, now watch this. So two-handed, all I do, move that further out of the way, is I'm going to bring it across. Okay, so I'll bring those empty needles down. this side. Down and out of the way. Okay, and now I'm going to bring the remaining needles, same thing, up to D position. So if you're doing a regular 1x1 rib, you would do this in a single step. It's only because it's a 2x2 and that I have to do it in 2 steps. Okay, so take this back over here and I don't change anything and I bring it across. And make sure it, you know, as I'm bringing it across, I make sure it stays seated on the beds. And then I just pull these needles down. That off and put it out aside. And there we go. All my stitches are transferred over. Now how cool is that?